ever scenario, the civilization starts over. Today we are on episode 11 of the series. In the last episode, we saw a lot of events taking place. And that was only really one, and that was the end of the Great Atlantic War with Galician, aka Triangle Dutch Alliance victory against the Square Alliance, led by Rome and Valencia. If y'all do enjoy this episode, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Let's get right into it. So as you can see, I have finished all the provinces for Africa. I've done all for Europe, kind of. I've done all for the colonies. I'm still working on East Asia. But yeah, let's get right into this. So we're going to be immediately taking a look over here at the military rankings. And we're going to be seeing a lot of events taking place. Well, not really. At number 1, we still have the Dutch. After the war, they didn't really gain anything, but they still were ranked at number 1. At number 2, we have Galicia. They were number 5 before the war and during the war, and now they are number 2. After they got a big win, gained these islands, and they're a really big influence. At number 3, we have Norway. Once again, gained a lot from the war. As for number 4, we have France. Once again, gained a lot from the war, bought some provinces from Galicia. At number 5, we have China. Now, China is an Eastern country. They have control of the Bering Strait, I think. They have a colony in Africa, and as well as one over here in Baja California. At number 6, we have Poland. They've been over here. They didn't expand over here. At number 7, we have Finland. At number 8, we have Persia. Number 9, we have Caspia. And number 10, we have Korea. So that's really all for the power rankings. I'm just going to take off this layer. Now we're taking a look over here at Egypt, as we're going to be seeing the country actually invading these guys. And that country is going to be none other than France. France, during the Dublin Conference, that is way too late. During the Dublin Conference, they did not gain a lot. They only got this piece of land since they were really only, they only had this much land, I think. It's like something like this. I don't know. So they look something like that. But now we can see these guys getting invaded, but not in France. We see them making a huge landing over here in the Libyan areas. They're going to be moving up over here and creating a spearhead to this major city. They captured that major city. As for this one, they are starting to move up to it. And they are... We're going to be seeing them capturing this entire area. As for the central area, we're going to be seeing these guys move. We're going to be seeing them capturing this whole entire room. And now, after this, Egypt is, kind of cooked. They rely more on their friends than their actual population and army. And their friends are all of these guys, but I guess France did not care and betrayed them. After the war, they kind of just... whatever, I don't know. We're just going to see them do that. And they capture this other major city. We're going to see them land right over here and kind of just capture the Suez Canal. As we're going to see them start to move down and send some, or control some naval ships that were stationed here. So right here. And, well, after this happens, capturing another major city, we see all of Israel, aka Palestine, get fully taken over by France. And after this happens, all that they can rely on is the capital and these major cities. But, well, yeah, this war is not going good, and let's take a look at this peace treaty. Taking a look at this peace treaty, we see France is going to be fully annexing, kind of, this entire country. And well, they didn't know what to do with this area. They were looking at Korea. Korea didn't want it since it's practically useless. And so they just decided to make a puppet state, kind of. It's just kind of free land, but whatever. Now we're going to be taking a look over at the Americas, and we're going to be seeing kind of like a treaty be made. So let's take a look at that one. And then in this treaty, we kind of just see some expansion by Galicia and Brazil. So Brazil will be getting all of this territory right over here. And as for Galicia, they are going to be getting all of this territory. And we're going to see them expand. Moving over to Valencia, kind of, they are going to be as well expanding. So let's look. These guys should have been really big a long time ago. But after they just got, I don't know what. But this is all the land that we are gaining. They also gain all of Cuba, as well as this little island. As for Galicia, they take the rest, and they take this little island from the Bahamas, and they're going to be expanding a little bit like that. Moving over to the Dutch colony, they're going to be expanding, and they take Cleveland, something like that. We do see them somewhat expand into these areas, meeting up with whatever the name of this lake is in real life. And these colonies quite big. As for exploration, there is a lot of exploration, so kind of just looks something like this, with some meeting up with Lake Superior, or Superior Lake, I don't know, I think it's Lake Superior, but we see them kind of just exploring all that. Ireland is going to be expanding their colony, and it's going to practically take up all of Quebec. We're going to look something like that, as along with this island, and there's these islands as well. So something like that. And now we'll be moving over here. We're going to be seeing Persia expand as well. So it looks something like that. And we also do see these guys start to explore into these Himalayan areas. Now the Himalayas don't even expand all the way over here, so all of this is practically explored. Moving down over here, we see this whole entire area is also as well going to be explored. As for the rest of Southeast Asia, it's the same story, and we're going to be seeing some expansions, so let's take a look at that. So taking a look at this expansion, we are going to be seeing Vietnam kind of just double in size. As for China, they move a bit over here to the west. Okay, now as for Russia, I am going to be shifting their color just a teensy bit, because I don't really like it. I'm going to make it like this darkish green. I hope that looks better. Yeah, okay, it does. And this greenish, I'm actually not going to call these guys Russia. I'm actually going to call them Belarus. I think Russia is a really overused name. I don't think I've ever heard Belarus as like a Wisco nation. Like, ever. But that's what the expansion looked like. And yeah, so I didn't really plan this episode, so I don't really know what to do with the rest of this episode. I was thinking something in the Americas. I don't really know. Oh yeah, I think I remember. So it's like, okay. So now we are going to be moving over here to the ideologies layer. Okay, just pretend that isn't there. Actually, no, I think I can just erase it. But yeah, we're going to be seeing a major ideology change. Wrong layer. We are going to be seeing a major ideology change over here in Europe. And this is going to be the birth of a new ideology. An ideology that shifts and controls practically the world today. I'm kidding. This control maybe... Okay, it's not... Yeah, I think y'all can guess by the color. Someone is going to be going communist. And that country that will be starting the era of communism, it's not in America, it's not Brazil. It's not one of these nations, not over here. Instead, it is, once again in Europe, the country that will be adopting the ideology of communism is going to be none other than Ireland. Ireland will officially be adopting the ideology of communism and starting the era of communism against fascism. So, yeah, what a quite big event. The world is shocked. They do not know what to do right now. Well, they don't. They just don't, because this is a completely new ideology that is somewhat rivaling fascism. And well, these guys are both in the Triangle Alliance. And well, all of these three guys are in the Triangle Alliance, and so is this guy, which is pretty strong. And well, so you do not want to mess with fascism over here and monarchism. But this is only really against fascism. And well, Ireland is just maybe a little cooked here. But that's actually not the final event of this episode, as we need to move over here to Madagascar. Now this event is kind of minor. We are going to be seeing Madagascar get their independence. So wow, props to you, Madagascar. You are the first independent. Well, actually, not really the first independent African nation. Of course, there was Egypt, and of course, there's these guys. They are still independent, but this is the third somewhat independent country, and we are going to be seeing the birth of Madagascar. Now, I don't really like that color, so but yep, we see the birth of Madagascar. As for their capital, it is, I don't know where to put it. Let me just turn on back the major cities. Their capital, I think, sorry about that, but their capital is going to be over here in this major city. And yeah, that is going to be doing it for this episode. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.